Hello and welcome to the new video in the ServiceNow item series. In the last few videos, we have talked a lot about discovery, and one key component that keeps popping up is the mid server. In this session, we are focusing entirely on mid server, the secure bridge that enables communication between ServiceNow and your internal or cloud infrastructure. We will walk through the architecture of the mid server, installation steps, configuration process, and common use cases in ITOM. Let's start with the architecture. Core function. The mid server acts as a proxy agent installed in your trusted network that allows ServiceNow to interact with the local devices, servers, apps, and cloud platforms securely. Components. It's built on a Java-based service, communicates via HTTPs using the ACC queue, a table that stores commands and results, handle tasks like discovery, orchestration, cloud management, and integration. Then security, all communication is encrypted. The mid server never initiates access to ServiceNow. It pulls instructions from the platform and pushes data back. This is what makes it firewall friendly. Then scalability, you can have multiple mid server across locations or environments. You can assign them to capability groups for specific tasks like Windows discovery, SSH based probes, or even load balancing. Now let's walk through the installation process. System requirements. First, choose a host machine. Can be Windows or Linux. Needs internet access to connect to the ServiceNow. Should meet basic CPU and memory thresholds. Installation steps. Download the mid server installer from the ServiceNow instance. Unzip and run the install script. Installation inputs. During installation, enter the ServiceNow instance URL, mid server user credentials with proper roles. Choose or define a unique mid server name. Then verify connectivity. After install, go to ServiceNow mid server servers and check if the new mid server is validated and up. Then configuration. Once installed, you will need to configure the mid server for actual use. Capabilities tagging. Assign capabilities like SSH, SNMP, PowerShell, or Cloud API support. This helps ServiceNow select the right mid server for each job. IP range affinity. Set up IP ranges or subnets that each mid server should handle, helpful in the multi-site environments. Then credential affinity. You can link credentials to the mid server based on domain or network zone. Then cluster setup. For load balancing or high availability, mid server can be grouped into clusters where tasks are distributed dynamically. Now let's look at where the mid server fits into the real world ITOM scenarios. Discovery. It collects infrastructure and application data during discovery jobs. Without it, discovery does not work in private environment. Orchestration automates tasks like user provisioning, VM creation, or service restart through scripts running locally. Cloud management enables integration with the cloud providers like AWS or Azure using their APIs securely handled through the mid. Then integration hub spokes. Many integrations like Active Directory, Jira, or vCenters use the mid server to execute actions surely on your behalf. To wrap up, the mid server is the cornerstone of ServiceNow ITOM, acting as the secure, flexible connector between the ServiceNow platform and your internal or cloud infrastructure. Whether you are discovering resources, workflows, or integrating external systems, the mid servers make it all possible safely and at scale. In the next video, we will dive into dependency views. Thanks for watching and see you in next session.